President Trump turning up the pressure on Iran, reportedly considering raids on Iranian facilities if Tehran refuses to cooperate on a nuclear deal and stop killing protesters. This comes as the U.S. surges military assets into the region, a clear warning to the Iranian regime. Nathan Sales is here, former ambassador at large and coordinator for counterterrorism under President Trump in the first administration. So the president's employing some good old school gunboat diplomacy here with Iran. This is what he said. Listen here.
We have a lot of very big, very powerful ships sailing to Iran right now, and it would be great if we didn't have to use them. I told them two things. Number one, no nuclear, and number two, stop killing protesters. They're going to have to do something. Nobody's seen anything like it.
You see him saying one thing and hear him saying another. But what he said was, we've got an aircraft carrier and its armada stationed right near Iran. The president could pull the trigger at any moment. Which way do you think this goes?
It's a great question. And I'm having flashbacks to June when there was a lot of smoke and mirrors about, are we going to have real diplomacy with the Iranians? Are they open to talks? Are they not? All the while, the United States was moving the military pieces on the chessboard to deliver a decisive blow against the nuclear program. Is that going to happen again now? Time will tell. I will say this. President Trump drew a red line a couple of weeks ago. He said, if you kill protesters, we're going to make you pay a price. And he told the protesters help is on the way. It's not like him to draw a red line and then fail to enforce it. So my money is that something's going to happen. I think the jury's still out on what exactly that's going to look like.
Well, some of the pieces are already moving. Treasury just announced a short while ago that they just hit a couple of people, Iranian officials, with some sanctions. They were allegedly responsible for the regime's brutal crackdown on its own people. Iran is also sort of sending a message back to the White House and saying, look, if you hit us, we're going to retaliate almost immediately. And they are talking about, this was the military spokesperson, told state television in Iran that the U.S. aircraft carriers have, quote, serious vulnerabilities and that numerous U.S. military assets in the Gulf region are within the range of our medium-range missiles. Is this all just more saber-rattling, or are they at this level of desperation where they could make a move?
So I think their options are very, very limited. As we saw during the 12-day war, Iran is naked and exposed to American air power and Israeli air power. So they certainly have ballistic missile capabilities that they could use to threaten American bases throughout the region, or Israel, or our friends and allies. I would expect if there is any kind of military strike that the president orders, one of the first things that's going to happen is stealth fighters are going to go in and completely destroy Iran's ballistic missile capabilities. They have a lot of weapons, but it's hard to launch them if you don't have launchers. And I think in the first round, they went down from about 400 launchers in June to about 100 left over now. Those are probably high on the list of planners to prevent exactly those sorts of retaliatory measures that you mentioned.
I mean, there's a lot of Baghdad Bob going on in what Iran says, I think. Yeah. So here's the big question, the big potential dilemma is, if the regime falls, and President Trump has said, now could be the time for a regime change, what comes next? Is it Pahlavi? Is it the National Council for Resistance in Iran? Is it the IRGC? Is it something that may end up being worse than where we are now?
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows the answer to that, John. I think one thing that really stood out to me during the protests, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, the Crown Prince of Iran, Pahlavi, called on Iranians to go out into the streets and make their voices heard, and they listened to him. It suggests that he has a wider influence, and the Iranian diaspora, both at home and the opposition, the diaspora abroad and the opposition at home, has been very fractured over the years. The fact that everybody sort of responded to Pahlavi, maybe we've been underestimating the juice that he has with the Iranian people, but the nightmare scenario would be for the regime to crumble and be replaced by not theocrats, but hardline military people from the IRGC or the Basij, the very people who've been responsible for repressing and murdering the Iranian people. We don't want them to take the keys to the kingdom.
I think they're asking, though, are we ever going to get a better opportunity for regime change? I think that's what the Iranian people are wondering over there and here in America. Nathan, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Thanks, Nathan.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.